Good afternoon, Bulldog fans. We're standing here with Brawnski Towns, defensive coordinator, associate head coach. Been on the campus of Alabama A&M for over 34 years. Coach Towns, how you doing today?
Oh, I'm doing fine. Good to see you, man.
All right, Coach, we just want to talk to you. I mean, you have more experience on the Bulldog football coaching staff than any other Bulldog coach right now. As a matter of fact, you've been here the longest amongst all the Bulldog coaches at the Alabama A&M Athletic Department. And with these new lockers that Robert Mathis has provided, we just wanted to get your ideas of what you've seen in the 34 years from when you first started through now.
Okay, when I first started, we did not have lockers. The dormitory did not have air conditioning. We had a little building called the gym next to it behind the old gym, Frank Lewis up there, the football dormitory. And it housed about 40 or 50 kids in there.
Okay.
No air conditioning, and our dressing room was in the back of that particular building, or in your room, where you got dressed at. Okay. And we did get things washed about once a week. We had the laundry done once a week. To this point here, in those days, we practiced up on the quad, where the quad is right now. It's where the practice concern down there. And we just had one practice field really that was on. And now with the improvement that we have seen here, that we have moved everything across Meridian Street from 65. When I got here, the only thing on this side of Meridian Street was the greenhouse and the barn.
Greenhouse and the barn.
And right now we have Elmo on this side. I saw Elmo put up in 75 when they built it. Tennis courts on this side. They put up West Campus from that point, and then they put their new facilities down here, football field and stuff. The track and whatever the track is right now, that's supposed to be the football stadium. But they have no space around that, so they moved it over here and put it at a different venue than it was when it started.
Okay.
But the track's supposed to have been around the stadium when it got built.
Okay.
The field. That's why there's so much space out here now on the field now, because the track's supposed to be put around it.
Okay.
But the time they got the money to get it done, and by the time they got it done, some years had passed, and that money went there to get that done.
I understand.
Matter of fact, the Hobson Fieldhouse is supposed to be a two-story building.
Oh, okay, okay.
And because it waited a little while, the money, we got to get it built, we could give them one story out of Hobson Fieldhouse.
Okay. Coach, you coach a number of Bulldog student athletes that have gone on to bigger and greater things. One of the ones that we're concentrating on is Mr. Robert Mathis. Tell us about Robert a little bit when he first stepped on campus and how he progressed into the athlete that he is now.
But I tell you, when Robert first got here, he brought me in. He played offensive guard and defensive end in high school. And a 6 foot, 195 pound offensive guard wasn't gonna cut it for us. Defensive end, that was kind of small for us too, but we have always had small, good football players around here. So when Mathis came in to camp, he was quiet, wouldn't say anything to anybody, just going through drills every day and doing things the right way. You could see that he had something in him, that he was making plays. He wasn't saying just making plays. And about the third or fourth ball game, he had got in the rotation before he was playing.
Okay.
And after that point, he just got better and better as he went along, and never said a word to anybody here or there. He didn't start talking to us. He played his Q his junior year. He started talking a little bit from that point, but you wouldn't know he was on the football field until the ball snapped and somebody made a play here or there, and that was Mathis. And he had always been a very quiet kid, good kid, never been in trouble out there, good in the classroom, no problem at all, and just a good kid to be around the school, being a football player and then a student athlete.
One thing Robert really attributes to his success is the knowledge that he learned on the football field and off the field here at Alabama A&M. As we've seen, he came back and got his degree. What do you think? I know you guys on the football field taught him what he needed to be to make it to 4-time All-Pro with the Indianapolis coach. It looks like he's going to retire with the coach whenever he finishes or he decides to finish playing football. Right. What is it about him that you instilled in him off the field, Coach, that made him want to contribute the monies needed to upgrade the locker room and upgrade facilities here on the A&M campus?
Well, I think when he first got here, Coach Cooper was the head coach at that particular time, and Rock Rogerman, the late Rock Rogerman, recruited him out of Atlanta and signed him. Okay. And taught him a lot on the football field. But I think once he got here the first year or two, we made some adjustments down in the field house, because the field house first got built. There's a locker room was on this side, a locker room was on the other side the same way. And the coaches had the office inside in the middle, and then the head coach's office. So Coach Cooper made some adjustments down here so all the coaches could be in one particular area at that time in 98, probably 99. Okay. And we hadn't had any changes here since the 99 season when Coach Cooper came in and made those changes. But I think Matthew saw we were trying to do things the right way, and we never try to treat anybody bad as far as playing. There's a player who never played for us because he's a freshman, sophomore, junior, senior. I think by him seeing that gave him kind of insights that we try to do the right thing the right way so that he would help us. Then once Coach Jones got here and then got with everything that he done for him as far as helping get doing things the right way and stuff, probably still that he wanted to give back to us, and also he would come here every summer and work out with Coach Hess. Then we had to go in the camp area. I know he was the best condition athlete in that camp area because Coach Hess worked with him. So I think with those things happening to him, he saw opportunity to do something here that could be a lecture for him with the locker room put it here, and he decided he'll give back to it this year and have it done. And I'm glad he done that to really help us as far as recruiting right now with our kids' motivation, getting ready to go and play and things like that. But he has done a tremendous job for us.
Well, Coach, what do you think about these new Oakwood lockers that Mr. Mathis has donated so generously?
I tell you what, they are better than the ones we had, and they are bigger, they are finer. They look like a college locker room right now, and that's what we needed as far as in recruiting and bringing kids in to help us in our program.
Okay.
But the lockers, they're very, very nice. I mean, 3 or 4 different categories on them. Lock here, and also the storage space in the bottom down here, store things like that. And then you hang your uniforms up and stuff like that. It looks very nice. Recruits come in to see it, and we have it fixed up for them on recruiting day when they come in.
Well, Coach Towns, I really appreciate you taking time out, talking with us, and talking with the Bulldog Nation before the 2012 season, and before you start your 34th season on the hill. And you know, Coach, I'd be remiss if I don't ask the question. How much longer do you think you have coaching, or you just gonna coach until you just can't coach anymore?
Well, I'm a coach too. I don't want to come to work anymore and coach these kids, so I don't know how long that'll be. So we'll just play it a year, 2 or 3 years by year as we go along with it.
Okay, well, thank you very much, Brawnski Towns, Associate Head Coach and Defensive Coordinator for the Alabama A&M Bulldogs.